Disclaimer, this video was made for strictly comedic/artistic purposes. No offense is intended towards any individual featured in this video.
So basically, Akaash is an Indian origin-based comedian and a co-host of Flagrant 2 podcast with Andrew Schultz. Apparently his wife is being a complete idiot. She's embarrassing him online. She's made this podcast where she's just talking a bunch of crazy shit and making him look like an idiot. And what makes it worse is Fresh and Fit were on the podcast, maybe 2-3 years ago. And he was basically saying everything they say is a bunch of shit. To be fair, they do say some wild stuff, but some of the things are true, and I think they're coming true for him right now.
What I find corny is my preference is not my women. Now, I thought it was I'm not dating my women, period, which is the corniest human being outside of a criminal to me, period.
Akaash only dates brown. Akaash has been with one girl in his life who is his wife.
That's my wife. That's an
so
Indian
this
woman.
is like loyal through and through.
You guys have established yourselves as role models. From simps to pimps, which is another motto I find kind of corny, but I looked into what you guys are about. And a lot of the shit is just childish, which is fine if you want to be funny. If you're going to paint yourself as life coaches and then say, like, my preference is, which is honestly bullshit. It is, I don't want to date black girls. That's the way every black dude that white girls says it. I've dated black girls in my life. All right, bro. Who the fuck hasn't except me? You know what I mean? Everybody's gonna dabble in everything. It is the mentality that I have an issue with. And a lot of stuff you guys say in general, I think is stuff that's kind of childish. I saw a clip where you were like, oh, the nuclear family's falling apart. What do you do? I don't get married. Just don't get married. You actually trying to help, man? Or you talking to incels who are 18 years old? That's some shit you say to college. I'm gonna turn you from a simp to a pimp. All right, bro. Can we grow up?
He also said that both he and his wife were virgins before they met each other.
My wife also hadn't had any sexual partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Let me ask you this, do you believe her?
If you've seen her, then it's hard to believe.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. I was popping my pussy and living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
It is what it is.
Butthole story. So one time I met this guy on Tinder and I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to fucking hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore.
Oh my god!
And I what kind of porn do you watch when you use a vibrator?
Okay, not gonna lie, I don't watch porn while using a vibrator. What? I just think my imagination is vibration enough.
Wow.
I just think of like my own husband while I'm like doing it.
Wait, that's kind of baller, but I could never do that.
Yeah, and so
It's a ring light. Dr. Trevor, what are we doing?
So just being sustained and bruised through some physical activity at home. And we treat a lot of bruises here, bruises for many different reasons. And so getting asked for the laser, call the DD, and that.
Also, I heard you're single. Is that true?
Let me go back to treating.
On top of this, she wants to have an orgy with her friend's husband.
Sensational.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy because, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband. I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches.
She said that shit right in front of him and her friend's husband, which show that she clearly doesn't respect him at all.
Can I say this is the best husband I've ever seen? And I'm not even saying that hyperbolically. It's a little annoying. And then like he's just getting in
Each other off already.
We might have.
Oh, what are y'all doing this whole time? Drake is your Taylor Swift.
100%.
Exactly.
I'm toxic. How do you think I have to keep up with her?
No, he be saying some boss ass shit. What is the stuff he says to you that I'm just like, that's fire?
Oh, Nav just puts his dick out on the table.
There's a difference being a scammer and being a hustler. Two very different things.
Okay.
I'm a hustler who scams a little bit. I'm not a scammer who
I'm not
hustles.
gonna lie, that was sexy, and that's why I'm actively trying to have a.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
Any normal guy with self-respect would never give a woman like this a chance. And if you did make a mistake of giving her a chance, you would dump her. But this dumbass made her his wife.
It's an evil world we live in.
She clearly thinks she's better than him. He also thinks that she's better than him. He has only been with one woman in his life, so he probably looks at her as some type of goddess and puts her on a pedestal. The only way to avoid this embarrassing situation is to have an abundance of choices. Click the link and let me help you in that department.
First of all, I want to say to Amma, happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
All of this is possible because you told me I could do anything that I wanted. And the best decision I ever made in my entire life was to marry this woman right here. His birthday it is in 2 weeks. And I love you so much. And the only regret that I have is that I only got to marry you once. So I want to make a little quick announcement that we're going to get married again. We're going to renew our vows in India next year. Do you girls want to come to that? Does that sound fun?
And since I am renewing my vows, I think the only thing we can do is propose again.
Oh.
Ghislaine Singh, will you be Ghislaine Singh forever again?
Yes. Oh my God.
Take that drinky thing off. That drinky ding.
Did you guys know this? Yes. Oh my God. How big is this?
Big enough for you to shut up every time I tell you to.
Thank you so much. What do you say? This is so cool.
Oh my God. She repelled by him. Bro, he's a major simpy. Look at this. Let's look at this again one more time. Apparently, there are a catalog of videos like this. She avoids his kisses more than my cat avoids his bath time. Let's look at them.
Look good, Mr. Armstrong. Armstrong. You kill me, boy, it's out.
On Saturday when I saw her, I said, Daria, do you know? And she said, I don't know anything. I don't know
She's a
anything.
good liar.
Then she's a good liar.
That's a friend.
Then she's a good liar.
That's a friend.
No, I don't want those gifts.
I know. Why not?
I don't like I don't care about. I like tangible goods.
No.
I don't like I don't care about.
When your husband split finances, and I'm gonna be really honest.
I don't.
We don't.
We don't.
We don't.
First of all, that's a fucking red flag. I'm not like, no joke. I love you girls. If you want to work, all for that, whatever. But like any man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his accounts or has separate accounts, that's a fucking red flag. This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street. His money is our money, and my money is my money.
My money!
He's on my hall pass list.
Oh, yeah.
Chase Crawford, Jacob Elordi, Austin Butler, and who else?
Do you know why I think I have like a good marriage? I think it's because my husband's never here. For those of you who are new here, hi, my name is Ghislaine. I'm a stay-at-home wife, but I don't cook or clean because I don't feel like it. And my husband is a full-time stand-up comedian, and he buys me lots of nice things.
When I say I'm tired, she can't just let me be tired. I travel, I work, and I'm very blessed to do what I do. But when I tell my wife I'm tired, I want her to say, I'm sorry, baby. I understand. That must be exhausting, buying me all these things. Instead, she goes, so am I. And if I dare open my mouth to go, what the f did you do that made you tired? Now it's a problem. Now it's a fight. So I gotta sit there.
I went to Pilates.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yesterday, I worked the entire, morning to night, whatever. I get a workout in because I'm trying to be less fat. And then she's like, babe, can you take out Happy? I'm so tired. And I'm like, are you f***ing kidding me? And then I take you to Mew Mew and you buy whatever you want. That's the bare...
Excuse me. No, I didn't buy whatever I wanted. He limited me. I am on a budget, okay?
Because you want a house that I don't care about. A house.
You know what? She totally knows she can do whatever she wants and say whatever she feels. Honestly, the only way these two are going to split is if she blows up even more, doesn't need him anymore, and decides to move on. Otherwise, he's just going to keep putting up with all this humiliation. And check this out. Listen to how she responded to all this.
Obviously, my name keeps getting brought up by either women or men. Lately, it's these red pill guys because I said his money is our money and my money is my money, which is a common saying, whatever. I'm not even going to elaborate because I don't care to explain myself to them. But what I will say is, if you're not going to be a man for women, like if you're going to say, oh, women should do this for us and we're the prize and blah, 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 at least be a man for yourselves. Whether it's Andrew Tate or these red pill podcast guys, like when they tell you something, when they ask you to jump, you say how high. Like you're still a little bitch beta boy. Why are you mad if me and my husband are cool with each other, if we both make jokes at each other's
She
expense?
spends all this money, fantasizes about his best friend, emasculates him, humiliates him online, and then she doesn't even give a single shit when he's tired. She liked to use the comedy card to make out it's all a big joke. But when you can tell they really thought about it and fantasized about it, it's not really a joke, is it? This is the type of relationship where the wife only has sex with the husband on special occasions, like on his birthday or Christmas, because really she doesn't want to. All she wants is the advantages that come with him, which is basically his money and the lifestyle that he provides her. If she didn't get any of that, she wouldn't be with him. And the moment that she's able to get that on her own, whether it be through her shitty podcast or someone else, she'll dump him.
I Akaash finally responded back to the humiliation ritual his wife has been putting him through. It is not looking good for our boy, man. But his response wasn't funny. It wasn't hilarious. It wasn't something that was like a comedic goat. No, it was actually, I was told, dark. It was sad. It didn't make people laugh.
Akaash Singh addressed the drama with his wife. He's doing stand-up shows at Cobb's Comedy, and someone who was in the crowd went to Reddit and described what he said. So they put, I went to the 7 p.m. show last night, and it was extremely awkward. He was clearly not processing the situation well. This is clearly something he's insecure about, even though he tried way too hard to make it seem like he wasn't. He spent the first 10 to 15 minutes of the set talking about the controversy, how his wife has been loyal to him, and everything she has been saying is just jokes.
It actually resulted to him ending like his stand-up a tad bit early because the mood got ruined, because it didn't really feel like he was perfectly okay with it, even though he was trying to appear as if he was okay with it.
He then proceeded to jokingly call his wife a whore every time he brought her up, which was not helping. I think it ruined his whole set, and the mood never recovered, which I think is why he ended early.
Now, I feel like Akaash is bothered by this, and he kind of has to lie about, it just being jokes, because he really has no other remedies. Like, what can Akaash really do with the situation? He can't leave her. She has already made that pretty clear. He can't leave her. Here is a TikTok of her bragging about how her husband can't leave her, addressed to the people telling her husband to leave her. She's saying, to everyone saying my husband should divorce me, boy, do you got something coming, right? Because guess what? Guess what? We didn't sign a prenup. The wife has not had a podcast since the controversy. If they do, they're supposed to drop today, I believe, but we haven't really heard from them at all.
Actually, I found the video, and it's not looking good for my boy Akaash.
Talking about, again, I don't think these narratives, people calling your wife a gold digger and a whore and all these other things, it's a shitty thing. So I'm going to tell one story that I have never even told her. Honestly, she has no idea this story. My wife and I met in 2014. I was not making much money. I was getting $25 a night doing stand-up. I was on MTV shows that paid dog shit money. If she was a gold digger, I didn't even have 10 to get the bitch, to be honest. But then in 2018, I went flat fucking broke. 34 years old, I probably made $4,000 that entire year. And we couldn't even afford the living room we lived in New York City. We had to move out of that apartment and move to New Jersey. And what's even sadder than moving to New Jersey is I had to save up money to move to New Jersey. So we had to stay on her friend's couch for almost a month. We were basically homeless for a month. So I could save money to move to New Jersey. And I remember the night before we went to the couch, we had to stay in our apartment illegally. We were supposed to have been out by like 12 p.m. We moved everything out, but we didn't have a place to stay, so we had to stay there that night. It was just me and her sleeping on a hardwood floor. I'm 34 years old. She's 25 years old. I'm looking at this girl like, man, you could go be with an Indian who's a doctor, like a real Indian. You're a beautiful girl. You have so much ahead of you. Me, I don't know what my life is going to be. I'm 34. I'm fucking broke. This dream might not ever happen, but I'm too fucking moronic to quit. And I have nothing to give her. It's just a light jacket. It's like October. We have nothing. So I hand her the jacket, and then she said, what's this for? I said, you can use it as a pillow. And then she goes, well, what are you going to use? And I said, I'll figure it out. She handed me back the jacket. She goes, you take this. And then she laid with her head on my chest and her arm around me the entire night. And I remember thinking in that moment, this is why I haven't shared this with her, because I remember thinking, I don't know if I'm going to be able to marry this girl because I'm so broken. I'm in such a bad place and it's a dark fucking time in my life. But I know I will never find a girl that loves me this much ever again. And I will never find a girl who rides for me this hard ever again.
Bro is down bad. I genuinely feel bad for him. Don't forget to click the link in bio. Peace out.